This entire Minecraft world is just one single block. Every time I break it though, a new random block will appear, which gets increasingly more rare as time goes on. So my goal is to progress from just this one block to the ultimate base that includes everything we need to survive in hardcore Minecraft. Alrighty, here we are on day 1, and there's only really one thing to do, and that's break the block directly below us. Getting some dirt, that is always good, and here we go. Okay, we got our first wood block, that is perfect. And a second one, I don't mind if I do, thank you, thank you. And it looks like chests can also appear, and what's in this one? Okay, 4 apples, I guess that's some starter game food, not bad. Okay, so the game's telling us there's a total of 15 phases, that is good to know. And each phase has a different theme and biome that is super cool. The first phase is plains. Okay, that makes sense why we're just getting like dirt and oak and all of that simple stuff. Oh my goodness, oh, woof, that pig almost pushed us off, oh my goodness. This pig, look at this, he's about to fall off. Can we make him like a small platform? Oh, this is actually bad. Oh man, this pig is stressing me out right now. You know what, we do have 6 oak logs, so let's turn these into planks. And then using those, we can make ourselves a crafting table. And then using the crafting table, let's make ourselves some starter tools. So we'll get ourselves a pickaxe, an axe, and a shovel. And then with the rest of these, let's just make some slabs. And then using these slabs, we can expand our platform even more. And there we go, our base is 100% complete. I'm only kidding, but this is a good start. And hopefully our platform's big enough that this pig isn't gonna fall off, but honestly, I do not have high hopes for this guy. But anyway, let's get back to punching the block. Okay, we got ourselves a second chest, and what's in here? Oh, some seeds? That is actually huge. We can set up a farm now. Maybe I'll try to get a bit more dirt before we set that up though. I think there's gonna be something clutch in this chest. Yes, okay, some water. That is huge. Okay, this is gonna be super sketchy, but I wanna try to place some blocks underneath of the one block so that if we get stuff like gravel and things that can fall, it's not gonna go into the void. This is exactly why we placed that block underneath. Now we can break this gravel and it'll actually catch itself. Okay, yeah, there we go. And what is this? Our first tree. Nice. No! No! No shot. This tree just killed our pig. Are you serious? Ah, stupid mini tree. I guess I'll chop you down. Can we get a sapling from this? That would be huge. Nope, no sapling. I feel so much lonelier here without our pig, but you know what? Back to breaking the block. Ready for an adventure? I'm a little bit scared, but alright, let's break this, see what happens. What is this? A benevolent gift, and we got ourselves a sapling. Okay, that is huge, and a bit more oak logs, and a torch. You've reached phase 1, the forest. Enough flowers and trees grow here to last a lifetime. And we got ourselves a chest. What's in here? Okay, another sapling, and a couple more apples. Got ourselves our first clay, very cool, and another pig. Okay, let's go. I feel terrible about our first pig dying, so let's make sure the second guy is extra safe. And I'm thinking we can do that by expanding our platform by quite a bit, as we have a bunch of oak now. But with a bunch of slabs in hand, let's maybe make a bridge over in this direction, and then make a small animal pen. As you can see, we got ourselves a platform now, but I'm kind of worried about this guy falling off, so let's try to make some fences. So we're just gonna need some sticks, of course, and then we can make some actual fences, and a fence gate too. And I'm now realizing this is not going to be nearly enough fences, but you know what? Let's place down what we can. And I'm already out. We got only like a quarter of this filled in. No worries, as we did get ourselves a couple of oak saplings, so let's pivot and turn this into a temporary tree farm. Once these grow, we can cut them down and then craft the rest of the fences that we need. Can you please try not to die until then, piggy? Alright, look at me. Can I get some confirmation, please? Yes, okay. No dying, alright? Yeah, let's be real. This guy's probably cooked. Anyway, let's go back to breaking this block. And we're getting a bit more wood this way too, which is good. Just got ourselves another chest, and inside of this one is our first birch sapling and a couple more seeds. It is always good to unlock more wood types, but let's keep breaking the block. Oh yeah, just unlocked pumpkins, that is totally awesome. And some melons too, I don't mind if I do. We got ourselves a sheep now too. We really need to get this animal pen set up. Good thing is, we already have 11 logs, and one of these trees grew, so once I chop this down, we should have enough to make the rest of the fences. Anyway, we've got a bunch of wood now, so let's make more fences. And then with those, we can finish up our animal pen. Now comes the tricky part of getting these guys over there, and I think our only real option right now is to use a boat. Alright, piggy, no funny business, let's make it over here. This is not good, we're stuck on this slab right now. Hang on, I have an idea, but we're gonna need this water. If I place this down right here, can we take the boat up? Let's see. Nope, and I'm kind of sliding off. Oh my goodness, that is scary. Let me try to place this water right here if I can. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, alright? You trust me, right, sheep? I would never let anything happen to you. Okay, let's try this one more time. Is this water gonna... Oh, why did I try to do that again? Maybe if I fall in the water, I can at least save myself. Okay, here goes nothing. I'm probably gonna go nonverbal, but oh man, I'm actually really nervous. Okay, enough stalling. Enough stalling, enough stalling. Oh! Okay, I'm gaming. Oh man, I killed both of our animals, but at least we're alive. Well, so much for that idea. Let's get rid of that water, put our fences back here, and yeah, let's just pretend this was never meant for animals. This was always our tree farm. That was totally the plan. Totally. A bit of a tragic start to this challenge, I can't even lie, but let's get back to work. We got our first cow. I think it's time to redeem ourselves. What really messed with us last time was this lip because of the slabs right here, so let's just completely get rid of that by adding another row right on top. Please get in the boat, Mr. Cow. There we go. And there's no lip in our way now, so we can easily just come inside here. Finally, we got an animal in here, and just for now, I'm gonna leave him inside of the boat so he's extra safe. While we're here though, we might as well cut down these trees. We got 5 saplings back, so I'm going to expand our farm a bit and also plant one of our birch trees. But with that, let's get back to breaking our 1 block, and hopefully we get a way to get a bed soon because I'm getting kind of worried about phantoms. We just got ourselves a second cow. Let's try to get this guy moved over to the pen as well. And there we go, we got ourselves 2 cows now. But now that we do have these guys, I think it only makes sense to set up a small wheat farm. And I think we can just make it over on this side, so let's start with some slabs. And let's also expand our main platform too. I maybe got a little bit carried away, but I just set up 2 different spots where we can grow some crops, so let's get them filled in with some dirt. Of course, I didn't even have enough dirt to get one of the sections filled in, but that's alright. Let's make this place a little bit safer by surrounding it with some fences. And it looks like we're gonna need more wood, so let's chop down these trees again. This is what I was worried about, there's phantoms. No, get off me, please. Oh no. Let me make a box, I'm scared. Oh man, okay, let's eat some apples, try to heal up. Alright, I'm back up to full health, let's take these guys out. I'm not scared of you guys, come over here. Can't touch me? Okay, you can touch me a little. That sounded a little sus, but come on, please die. There we go. That leaves us with just this guy to take care of. Can I reach him? There we go. I think that takes care of all of the phantoms. We should be safe now. With those guys taken care of, let's finish adding our fences. Alright, sweet. The fences are all in place. We just need more dirt, so let's try to get some from the 1 block. I just got 13 more dirt, so let's see if that's enough to get this filled in. And there we go. Now that the side is dirt, let's add some water right in the center. And then over at our crafting table, let's make ourselves a wooden hoe. And then you guessed it, we can till all of this and then plant our wheat seeds. And I guess we have them, so let's plant a few pumpkin and melon seeds. And while we wait for our crops to grow, let's get back to punching the block. And already we got ourselves a sheep, that is awesome. You can hang out with the cows for now, alright, Mr. Sheepy? I'm getting distracted though, let's get back to punching the block. A chicken too? We are getting so many animals right now, this is sick. And the nice thing is we can lure this guy over with some seeds, so stay there for now, Mr. Chicken. I feel like it's already getting pretty crowded over here, we're gonna have to expand this animal pen soon. I am really curious what the next phase is gonna be though, so let's keep punching our block. And we just got ourselves a second chicken. Come with me, Mr. Chicken. Oh yeah, we got ourselves 2 chickens. Let's go. It is really dark out again. I need to watch out for phantoms, but I'm not seeing any, so we might be in the clear. We just got ourselves another cow, but we already do have 2 over there, so honestly, I can't be bothered moving this guy over. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, we just got a second sheep, but there's also a phantom up there. Please get off me. Do not push me off. Do not push me off, and do not kill me. Do not kill me. Please leave me alone. Do not push me off. I do not like that. Oh, okay, we're good. Oh my goodness, there are so many phantoms. No, leave me alone, please. Yes, burn, phantom, burn. Finally, the phantoms are gone, but as you can see, we have 2 sheep now, 2 cows, and then over here we have 2 chickens, so our animal population is really growing. Still waiting for our wheat to grow so we can breed them, but that's fine as it gives us some time to punch our 1 block. No way, we just got another one of these rare chests. What's in this one? Oh man, a ton of stuff. We got a bundle that is going to be super helpful, some eggs, leaf litter, as well as some of the new bushes and the wildflowers. Oh, that is huge. Even a golden carrot, more saplings, more apples, and a grass block. That is kind of huge too. I have a feeling we might progress after breaking this too. Let's see. Yeah, upgrading in 20. You reached phase 2, the underground. Many a monster roam the world's underbelly. That makes me think zombies and stuff are going to start appearing when we break this thing, so we gotta be careful. At least we finally have access to cobblestone. I'm getting so sick of using wooden tools. And some coal too, very nice. And finally some iron, but it looks like we can't mine this without a cobblestone pick. Before we make one though, let's unload our inventory as it's an absolute disaster right now. With that taken care of though, let's go ahead and make ourselves a cobblestone pickaxe. And while we're at it, I'll also make a furnace. And let's see, hopefully with that we can mine this iron, and yes we can. And we got a second one too, we can make some shears now. And you know what? I want to do this right now, so let's place down our furnace, throw our iron in there, and then we can just smelt it up using some logs. And there we go, 2 iron ingots. And as I said, I want to use these to make some shears. And this could be perfect timing because the sun is setting right now, so let's try to get some wool so we can make a bed. Please guys, I just need 3 wool. How many are you gonna give me, dude? Okay, 2, that is a good start. And then let's just grab some wool from this guy too. Okay, we got 4 wool in total. We have no time to waste. Let's get ourselves a few planks, and then we can finally make ourselves a bed. No funny business, let's sleep right now before any phantoms spawn. Look what I just noticed, our ice over here turned to water. There's no way, right? I think if we break that, it should turn back to water, right? What? Wait, I thought that was gonna turn back to water. We don't have any water now, are you serious? That is super annoying. Let me patch this back up though before I fall down there. I'm not really sure how to get more water besides just punching the 1 block, so let's get back to it. Oh my goodness, a mushroom, what the heck? I guess let's get rid of these trees inside of our animal pen to make room for him. The trees have been cleared, so welcome to your home, Mr. Mushroom. Having a large supply of wood is probably going to be pretty important in this world, so I decided to convert the other half of our crop field into a larger tree farm. After getting that set up, I did something you'll never believe. That's right, I got back to punching the 1 block. Oh my goodness, we got some bunnies. I don't even know what to do with these guys. Maybe I can quickly box these guys in here. Are you guys going to escape? I hope not. I guess we'll see, but we haven't unlocked carrots yet, so not really a whole lot we can do with these guys yet. I just remembered though, didn't we get some coal? Yeah, we have 2 pieces of coal. I think let's go ahead and turn these into some torches. And then I'm just going to place these near our tree farm and our crops to hopefully speed up the growing process. I got all those in place, really hoping we can get some more water soon though. Come on, 1 block, I need some water. Okay, we got a chest. Any water? Nope, no water. We got some feathers, a string, that might be useful, and a red mushroom. More coal, that's nice. More iron, that is very, very nice. Oh my goodness, a zombie? 2 zombies, oh my goodness. I'm not sure if there's something useful we can do with these guys. Honestly, just get out of here. I kind of forgot that this was like the monster tier. Hopefully we don't get like a creeper or something like that, or that could be really, really bad. Another chest, come on, something good. Variety chest. Oh my goodness, how did I not see it? Spruce saplings, that is insane, let's go. We also got a carrot so we can breed the rabbits. We also got more string, more coal, and a bunch of other useful stuff. More zombies again, no, please, get out of here. Get out of here, zombie, please. Alrighty, back to the 1 block though, please no creepers, that's all I ask. We've also been getting a bunch of copper, this stuff is gonna be super useful. Ah! Oh my, dude. I was like 50-50 on whether the 1 block would even spawn a creeper to begin with, and now that we know that it does, I'm kinda terrified to break that thing again. But anyway, let's try to take out this creeper without it blowing up. Please don't kill my chickens, please. Okay, whew, we're good. Okay, 1 block, please no more jump scares, that's all that I ask. Okay, another chest, another spruce sapling, and a couple of brown mushrooms. Got ourselves a spider, please don't push me off, please. Oh, why is it pushing me like that? Dude, if I die to a spider right now, no shot. No shot? Okay, oh, dude. Oh, I actually thought I was just about to die to a spider. Come on, be nice to me. Please give me some water. Not another creeper. Are you serious? I can't even make this up. Get out of here, creeper. We just got ourselves our first wandering trader. What do you have for us, Mr. Wandy T? No way. He's selling a bucket of pufferfish. We could get some water back. And to get some emeralds, we should be able to trade him some buckets of milk. We already have 1 bucket from earlier, but let's just quickly smelt up the rest of our iron. There we go. 6 more iron. Thank you very much. Let's go right on ahead and make ourselves a 2nd bucket. And then come over here, cow, I need some milk, thank you. Oh, Mr. Wandy T, I have something for you, come over here, dude. I have 2 buckets of milk, so I'll trade those for some emeralds. And then we can use those emeralds to buy a bucket of pufferfish. Finally, we can hydrate our farm again. Let's get rid of this dirt without falling down. Okay, there we go. And then this pufferfish is probably gonna get voided, but okay, I'm poisoned, are you serious? You know what, pufferfish, I hope you get voided. I do not like you anymore. I'm super happy we got water, but I don't want it to turn to ice again, so let's place a slab right here if we can. Okay, perfect, and then on top of that, I'll do a torch. That should prevent it from turning into ice again, but I did notice some of the wheat has grown up, so let's grab this right now. And we got 10 seeds from that, so we can also expand the farm a bit. Now that we have a working crop farm again, let's see what the 1 block has to offer. A 2nd mushroom, let's get this guy moved over. And just like that, our first mushroom now has a friend. Our only friend though is this 1 block. Come on, give me something good. Another chest, come on, be something huge. Okay, some glow lichen. Honestly, I use this stuff quite a bit. That's pretty nice. What is this? More bunnies. So many bunnies. This is crazy. I mean, at least bunnies are better than creepers though, that's for sure. We're going through tools like crazy. We already got to make ourselves a new pick as well as a new axe. Oh my goodness, another creeper? How many creepers? I think this is like number 4. That is insane. I'm getting kind of curious what the next phase is going to be. Ah! These creeper jump scares are something else. More zombies, please leave me alone. Oh my goodness, I'm actually low. Oh, that was close. Let me be smart and completely heal before I break it again. I'm back up to full health, let's get back to it. Why is this chest playing music? What is this? Oh my goodness, a musical chest. This is so cool. We got a jukebox, we got, what is this? The creator music disc, as well as, what is this? The stall music disc, okay. We also got the creeper and the skull banner patterns, that is super cool. And the tears music disc, very, very cool. A bunch of string, even a book and quill, and our first redstone. That was maybe the coolest chest yet. Before this wandering trader despawns, I just realized we should take this opportunity to grab some leads. I feel kind of bad about this. Wait, can't I use shears? Okay, it's too late. I'm sorry, llamas. If we're going on a rampage, might as well just take care of this guy too. And you know what? Being over here just reminded me we should chop down these trees and expand our tree farm. Well, it's gonna be a pretty small expansion because I barely got any saplings back, but that's alright, we're making progress. On a brighter note, a bunch of our wheat is ready, thank you very much, I will definitely take all this. And gonna get this all planted back down to expand this farm as well. Now that we're starting to get a decent supply of wheat, I decided to lock in and expand our animal pen, dividing up all the different animals in the process. I even brought the rabbits over in the process, using the help of the leads that we got from the wandering trader. After that, I spent some time mining the one block until I reached the end of the underground phase. I think this is the final chest of the underground phase, let's see what's inside. Oh no way, we got ourselves budding amethyst. Isn't that like impossible to get in regular survival? That is super cool. We also got some golden carrots, more spruce saplings, coal, and what is this? An empty map. Not bad, let's see what the next phase is. 3, 2, 1, what do we got this time? You reached phase 3, Tundra. Winter covers the land with its icy hands. I'm really excited to see what this phase is going to offer us, but before we get completely carried away, I think we gotta take care of our storage. It's only day 16 and it's already so messy. If we don't take care of this right now, it's only gonna get worse. So my plan is to build a proper storage house over in this direction, but the only problem is that we're gonna need quite a few materials to build it. And big shocker, I want to use some spruce, but we have 3 saplings here, and I thought I saw, yeah, we have one more right here. Is there any more in this bottom chest? There is. Okay, 3 more. We have 7 spruce saplings now. Okay, nice. Definitely got to get a proper farm set up for these, but for now, maybe we can just plant one like right there and right here. And we can at least plant one of the big ones, and once we get one more sapling, we can plant another big one over here. But while we wait for that spruce tree to grow, let's cut down our regular oak and birch trees. And while we're over here, we might as well harvest all of our wheat. And sweet, we got enough seeds back to fill in this entire crop farm. What's even more awesome is that our spruce tree grew, but before we chop that down, I want to use some of the wheat we got to breed our cows. Baby cow, oh yeah. And I don't think I've ever bred mushrooms before, but I'm guessing it's wheat as well. Okay, yeah, it is. Aw, the baby mushroom cow looks so cute. I love this guy. And I guess I should be smart and breed the sheep too. That's enough messing around with the animals though, let's cut down this spruce tree. And I'm also going to be smart and try to strip some of these logs as we go because we're going to need them for the storage house. I think that more or less covers all of the wood materials that we need, but one of the other things I wanted to use was stone, so let me grab all of our cobble. Altogether, we only have a stack and a half of cobblestone, which is not great as we don't really have a way to get more of this stuff, but you know what, that's fine, let's just go ahead and smelt up a stack of it. I just noticed our spruce tree grew again, so while the furnace does its thing, let's chop this down, as I just remembered we're gonna need a bunch of wood to make all of the chests for our storage house. And we still didn't get enough saplings back to grow 2 of these guys. Maybe they're falling off the edge of the platform. I'm just gonna expand this a little bit. By the looks of it, all of our stone is ready, so let's take that out of the furnace, and then we can throw our raw iron in there to get smelted up too. And the first thing I want to do with all this stone is make a stone cutter, so let's go ahead and craft one. And then using that, we can turn the rest of our stone into stone brick slabs, regular old stone bricks, and stone brick stairs. And we also got some granite from the one block, so I'm going to turn that into some stairs. And check it out, our iron is ready, let's grab all of this. And considering we have a limited supply of iron, this is probably a pretty dumb idea, but I want to use this to make ourselves some lanterns. A little bit of a messy inventory, but besides the chests, I think we now have everything that we need to build this storage house. And I want to build it over in this direction, so maybe let's just get rid of these 3 fences. I would love to get these torches back. Please don't go into the void. Okay, we're good. Can I get this torch too? And yeah, there we go. This is really stressful, but let's place our water on the very edge. Now we should be able to hop down here. Oh man, this is so scary, but I want to go slab, slab, slab. Now we should be able to raise this up ever so slightly, and yeah, okay, this is where I want the walkway to be. I am holding crouch so hard right now, I am actually scared. Oh man, my pinky's throbbing, I can't lie. We can make it safer and a little bit nicer looking later, but for now, I think our walkway is done, so let's finally get to building this storage house. As you already know, we don't have a whole lot of blocks to work with at the moment, so I just built the walls using granite and oak, and then for the roof, I used our stone bricks in combination with some spruce. And there we go, our storage house is looking pretty sweet now if I do say so myself. And I did make a bit of a border around it, but I just want it to be a little bit safer, so let's add some fences. I think that's looking pretty good, and let's add a couple of lanterns at the end of the fence here to light up the area. I also want to add some lighting to the building itself, so let's do a couple of oak fences, and hanging off of that, some lanterns. We can even get crazy with it and do a button right here and a button right there to just add the smallest amount of detail. And let's also do the same thing at the back of the build, so we'll do a button there and a button here, and then we'll do a couple more fences and a couple more lanterns. We should also add some lighting inside of the building itself, so let's do bing, bang, and boom. And we already do have a crafting table in here, but let's also add the stone cutter that we made earlier. I think with that though, our storage house is completely done. We're just missing the most important thing, which is a bunch of chests. By the looks of it though, all of our trees have grown, so I'm going to chop these down and then we can see how many chests that we can craft. Real talk though, I'm getting so tired of using a stone axe, so I'm going to sacrifice 3 of our iron ingots to make a better one. Much faster, this is nice. Pretty much went through our entire iron axe already, but as you can see, we got a bunch of logs now. Anyway, let's go right on ahead and turn these all into planks, and then using those planks, we can make a bunch of chests. Got over 2 stacks, so hopefully this is going to be enough, but let's get these all placed in. That worked out pretty much perfectly. We have just 1 chest left over, but as you can see, the entire storage house is now filled with double chests. And I would like our storage room to be as organized as possible, so let's grab all of our leather. We can then use that to make some item frames, unfortunately only going to be able to make 7 of them though. That does remind me though, we need to keep breeding our animals, so come over here cows. Also just bred the mushrooms, and let's not forget about our sheep. Now that we have some item frames though, we can place these directly on the chests. And then we can display whatever we want to store, so maybe here we'll have our wood, over here our dirt, and in this one our stone. Anyway, we can keep adding more item frames as we gather more leather. But now that that's set up, let's transfer our items over from these temporary chests. That took a while to say the least, but as you can see, every single one of our items is now neatly stored away inside of our storage room. And to celebrate finishing our storage house, let's take a second to check in on my cats. So here's how this works. I'm going to show you my 2 super cute cats, and in return you gotta smash the like button. Seriously though, taking a second to like the video and maybe subscribing if you haven't already is such a big way to support this channel, so I greatly appreciate it. Getting back to Minecraft, let's start breaking the 1 block again to see what the Tundra phase has in store for us. We just got our first gold ore, but I don't think I can mine this with a stone pick. Already back at our storage house, but let's see, how much iron do we have? We have 11, okay, let's just grab 3. And then let's go right on ahead and use that to make ourselves an iron pickaxe. Back at the 1 block, we can finally obtain our first gold. And it's a bunch, we already got 4 gold, nice. What is this, brown terracotta? Alright. Oh my goodness. No. Oh man, that wolf just tried to take out our sheep, not on my watch, that was a close one. What is this, some baby spruce tree? I don't need that, I have 4 giant ones right behind us. Oh, what is this? A cold chicken, alright. Let's see if we can lure this guy inside of the chicken pen. Come on, come in here chicken. Easy as that, Mr. Cold Chicken is inside of the pen. Come on, 1 block, give me something good. Just got our first dark oak, that is awesome. No way, is this blue ice? If I break this, I should be able to get a second water source, right? I'm a little bit worried it's gonna disappear, but I have my bucket ready to go. Let's break it, see what happens. It's gone! Are you serious? Oh man, please tell me I did not just kill our chances of getting a second water source. Like, I don't have silk touch, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Oh well, not much we can do except for just getting back to breaking the block. We just got our first chest of this phase, let's see what's inside. Okay, we just unlocked sweet berries, and we got a bunch of these pottery shards, that's cool. Just got some snow, we can double check if it's powdered snow with our bucket. Okay, I'm right clicking, nothing's happening. This looks like powdered snow though, can I grab this one? I can, okay, sick. More iron, that is gonna be super helpful. Wait a minute, I think this is some of that suspicious sand. Let's try to make a brush. That means we're gonna need some copper, so let's head over to our furnace and get some of that smelted up. I spent some time organizing our items, and yeah, our copper's ready. And then how do you make a brush? Is it like an ingot, a stick, and a feather? That's not right, is it? Okay, there we go, got ourselves a brush. And since we have a lot of extra copper, let's make ourselves a new axe. Now that we have a brush though, let's see what the suspicious sand has for us. A single wheat seed? Are you serious? That is so lame. Looks like we got ourselves a second suspicious sand though. Let's try our luck again. What is this? What is that? A lead? Okay, not bad. Oh, what is this? A polar bear. This guy seems friendly. Can I lead him? I can lead him. Look at this. We have a polar bear. This is so cool. You know what? I have this empty pen right here. Let's bring this guy inside. Not sure what I'm going to do with you, polar bear, but welcome to your new home. And of course it's snowing now, but you know what? That's fine. Let's keep grinding away. Another chest, come on, something good, something good. Okay, some dark oak saplings, that is huge. And we got some other stuff like some rabbit hides, some snowballs, and another pottery sherd. More sus sand, what do you have for us this time? What is that? A brown candle? That is so random. Oh, what is this? Oh, another polar bear, that scared me. And just like that, we got ourselves 2 polar bears. No way, a full block of raw iron? That is super sweet. Oh my gosh, a pig? Here's the thing, Mr. Piggy, you do not want to know what happened to the pigs that came before you. It was pretty tragic. I don't want anything happening to you, so just stay right here, okay? Yeah, Mr. Piggy can watch us break the 1 block. And breaking the 1 block is exactly what I did for the entire next day. I got more or less the same kind of stuff we've already been getting from this phase. However, a couple of goats appeared, which was pretty fun, so I got them into some boats so they wouldn't fall off the platform. After that, I decided to take a break from the 1 block to do some chores like harvesting our wheat farm, breeding the animals, and chopping down all of our trees. I went through 2 copper axes in the process, but after finishing up our tree chopping, I got back to the 1 block grind. We ended up getting a bunch of gold, which was nice, and a couple of cold cows appeared, so I brought them over to our cow pen. After that, I got another musical chest, which was fun, but then I had a heart attack when something called a monster party started. A bunch of zombies completely caught me off guard as I had no idea this was even a thing, and I just barely managed to escape with only half a heart left. I boxed myself into our storage house and then used some of our copper to make a full set of armor, and while I was at it, I also made a bow. And now that we were properly geared up, I was ready to take on the monster party. But when I went back to where they were, the zombies had somehow all disappeared. So much for getting our revenge, I guess. Anyway, I patched up the damage that they caused, and then got back to breaking the 1 block once again. And on day 40, we got something absolutely awesome, our first shiny blue diamond. Shortly after that, a stray spawned, which wasn't nearly as awesome, but luckily we were more geared up at this point, so I took him out with no issues. A couple of minutes after that, we finally reached the end of this phase. And the benevolent gift had an ice block in it, so we should be able to melt that and get a second water source. Anyway, after breaking the chest and waiting for the countdown to finish, phase 4 was revealed. This one is called Deep Slate Caves, a dark underground world where darkness and monsters are everywhere. Well, that sounds terrifying, so I decided to procrastinate by making some iron axes and chopping down all of our trees so that we can do a massive expansion to our base. And after getting a bunch of wood, I turned it all into slabs and then got straight to work. I started off with a medium-sized ring centered around the 1 block and then created 3 additional staircases extending off of that, similar to what we made to get to our storage house. And with that in place, I built an even larger ringed walkway to connect the tops of all of the staircases. There was still more stuff I wanted to build, but of course I already went through all of our wood, so it was time to take a little pit stop to chop down all of our trees again. Something else I needed was a bunch of dirt, so I tried out this 67 IQ trick of combining gravel and dirt together to make coarse dirt, and then using a hoe we can turn that back into regular dirt. It's a little bit convoluted, but essentially we can turn 1 dirt block into 2 with the help of some gravel. All in all, we got a little over 4 stacks of dirt, which is good, but if my math is correct, I'm going to need close to 20 stacks. Who knew something as simple as dirt could be so valuable in a Minecraft world? I'm sure I could get more gravel in the nether, but with no access to obsidian to make a portal, I had no choice but to start mining the 1 block again. And since this phase hinted at there being a lot of monsters, I figured it'd be best to have our shield already equipped just in case anything unexpected happens. After grinding through some deep slate, tough, and lower tiered ores, a couple of creepers appeared, but with the help of our bow, I took them out with no issues. At least to make up for the creeper jump scare, the block game blessed us with 4 more shiny blue diamonds. I also noticed all of our trees had grown again, so I took a quick break to cut down all of the oak ones. And while replanting the saplings, I also took the chance to expand our tree farm all around the smaller of the 2 rings that we built earlier. And I made sure to put a slab 6 or 7 blocks above each sapling just to stop those large trees from growing, since those ones are kind of a pain to cut down. Anyway, getting back to the 1 block, I got another diamond, which was pretty sweet, but I'm really looking for some type of way to get more dirt so we can keep expanding our base. So I didn't have much of a choice except to lock in and keep grinding. I was getting the occasional gravel block, but nothing close to what we need to make the 20 stacks of dirt. At least to make up for it, we got a super chest that had both a Vindicator and a parrot spawn egg, which is super cool as those are both impossible to get in regular survival. Shortly after that, I had to take out another one of those scary monster parties, but at least I got something way less scary after that, a couple of doggos. Luckily at this point, we already had a decent supply of bones, so I used those to tame the dogs, and then I brought them over to our storage house so they can guard all of our goodies. On day 57, I finally reached the end of the Deep Slate Caves phase. And next up is Spiked Lush Park. The description for this one is a hidden world of glowing flora where the beauty is shadowed by raining stones. so I figured I'd better put my head down and grind this one out. To speed up the process though, I made use of some of our recently obtained diamonds to make a better pick, shovel, and axe. And shortly after getting back to breaking the one block, an axolotl appeared, so I quickly ran over to our storage house to grab the ice we got earlier. I then melted that with a torch to get a second water source, allowing me to safely pick up the axolotl in a bucket. Anyway, I grinded out the rest of this phase, and at the end we got some pointed dripstone, which will be super useful for making a lava farm later on. And after yet another countdown, phase 6 was revealed. This one is called Ocean Floor, endless expanses of water stretched beneath you, with strange creatures lurking in the deep. I'm excited to see everything we're going to get from this phase, but before we get to that, we really should spend some time expanding our base because it's already day 64 and there's still so much stuff I want to build. And I think the first thing I want to get started on is relocating our spruce tree farm because it's kind of in the way right now and I think we can make a better spot for it. Just finished chopping down all of our existing spruce trees, got like 5 stacks of logs too in the process, which is pretty nice. But anyway, I think we can also tear down these slabs as well as this dirt right here. This is looking a whole lot better and we can actually see our animals now. But of course, I don't want to just get rid of our tree farm, I also want to build a new one, and I'm thinking we can do that just up here. We're gonna need a couple of things to build it though, so let's quickly swing by our storage house. And those things are some oak slabs. I thought I had some extras in here. I have 5 there, that is not enough. I thought I had, okay, I have 36 here. No worries though, because we have a bunch of logs, so we can easily just turn those into planks, and then make a ton of slabs. And then the only other thing I needed to grab was just a bit more dirt. While we're in here though, let me show you how much stuff we've been getting from the one block. We've gotten so many of the pottery sherds, a bunch of armor trims, even these banner templates. It's just so much stuff. That's not even all. We've been getting like a bunch of different terracottas. In this chest is like a bunch of different dyes. We've also been getting like random glass panes. I swear it's just like the most random stuff. This chest right here has all of our music discs, and the one above it has some of our spawn eggs that we've gotten, like a sheep, a frog, and a vindicator. Enough distractions though, let's build up this spruce tree farm. I mean, it's more of a platform really than an actual farm, but I think you get the idea. You might have noticed I left a bunch of holes, so we just gotta fill these in so we can plant the actual trees. I think this is looking good, so we can plant our actual spruce trees now, and we also did get some dark oak saplings a while back, so I want to plant some of these too. With these final 4 saplings though, I think our new tree farm is done. The next thing I want to tackle in the center area is our animal pens. I mean, they're not terrible as they are right now, but I think we can definitely make something a little bit nicer. Since I already had most of the materials, I got straight to it by creating 5 circular animal pens out of oak, and then on top I placed some spruce fences to stop the animals from escaping. The animals escaping are the least of our worries though, because taking a look at the pens, none of them have a floor at the moment. And that's one of the reasons why I've been trying to stockpile dirt, but I haven't been having much luck. As you can see, we only have about 4 stacks of regular dirt. At least we've also gotten almost a stack of rooted dirt, so that is something. We also got a stack of gravel so we can do our coarse dirt trick again, and just while we're here, I am going to grab this grass too. Keep in mind, my goal is to get 20 stacks of dirt, but honestly, I do not think that's happening right now. I think we can get creative though and use some other types of blocks, for example, some dripstone. Another block that could work really well is some of this moss. Especially since if we use some of this bone meal, we can convert other blocks to moss as well. For example, some of this andesite. Before I forget though, we got more gravel, so let's first turn this into coarse dirt. And then we can do our trick once more of placing this down, turning it back into regular dirt with a hoe, and picking it back up with our shovel. Now that we have a bunch of different blocks to work with, I think we can get back to work on these animal pens. For this first one, I'm thinking we can use a lot of our dripstone, and I'm gonna have just barely enough. What is that? 13 extra. Okay, perfect. Dirt or grass would look better, but for now this definitely works. For pen number 2 though, I am gonna just use the regular dirt, and it'll make sense why in just a second. But with these blocks right here, we got this one all patched up. I want this pen to be for sheep, which need grass to grow their wool back. So I'm gonna place down our one single grass block that we got from the one block, and hopefully this will spread all over the dirt. For pen number 3, I'm going to use andesite and then try to convert it into moss using bone meal. Hopefully this is going to work, as I'm not 100% sure if you can actually convert andesite. Moment of truth though, please. Okay, there we go. Just do a bit more here, maybe a little bit more over in this corner. Come on, andesite, go away, I want some moss. That was way easier than I thought it was going to be, and honestly, this looks really good for us not having to use a single dirt block. I wouldn't mind doing that trick again, as it'll save us a lot of dirt, so let's see if there's anything else that we can convert into moss. And we do have some granite and some diorite, so let's use that. With that in hand though, I went ahead and filled in the remaining 2 animal pens. With that, I'm happy to call our animal pens finished, so it's time for the tricky part of bringing all the animals over. And since we've already killed way too many animals in this playthrough, let's try to be careful here and patch up this gap so hopefully none of these guys fall down there. I don't know why this is stressing me out, but let's throw this wheat in our offhand, break a couple of these fences, and move the sheep over. Come on, guys, keep your legs and arms inside the ride at all times. Nobody fall off the edge, please. And for that matter, don't let me fall off the edge either. Okay, I'm gonna break a couple of these fences, and come on in, guys, come on in. And just like that, the sheep have a brand new home. Looks like there was maybe a few strays though, so sorry guys, goodbye. I think you get the idea though, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all of these animals moved over. That took about a day, but as you can see, there's not a single animal down here now. And that's because they're all moved into their brand new pens. So over here we have our chickens. Right next to that is our cows, as well as our cold cows. Look at that, we even got a baby cold cow, so cute. Right next to those guys, we have our mushrooms, and then our sheep, and at the very end, I put our polar bears. Since we don't have enough pens yet, I left some of our other animals in boats, like our pigs, our goats, and over here's the bunny rabbits. Also, we got another wandering trader, so let's see what this guy's trades are. I'll definitely take a cactus if I can, and what else? Oh, he's selling cherry saplings too. And we can buy some emeralds from him using some hay bales, so let's harvest all of our wheat. I cannot make this up. Look what's underneath of us right now. A polar bear. Oh man, this guy must have fallen off when we were transporting him. I don't know what to do right now. I'm gonna try to jump and see if I can get him on the platform. Come on, polar bear, please. Polar bear? Okay, he's still here. I really don't know how to get this guy up. Maybe I'll try using some water. Using water has never gone wrong before. Let's try this. Polar bear, can you come up? Swim, yes. Please, please. Yes. Yes, please get up here. No! Polar bear, please. Don't mess around right now. Come on, polar bear, please. Please make it up here, please. Please? Yes! No way, we actually saved this guy. Let's go. Come on, buddy, come join your friends. Look at us go, single-handedly saving all of the polar bears. Let's quickly patch this back up before I forget. And for that matter, let's put our water back. I was not anticipating that distraction. Let's quickly make some hay bales before this wandering trader despawns. And while we're here, I'm also going to cook up some of this raw beef since I'm almost completely out of food. And I'm pretty sure we also got some emeralds from the one block. Yeah, we have 4 in here, so I'm going to grab those too. Thank you for waiting, Mr. Wandering Trader. I'm ready to trade. I'll first give you some hay bales for some emeralds. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we only have 6 emeralds in total, so we gotta decide between buying a cactus for 3 emeralds or a cherry sapling for 5. I don't know why, but my gut is telling me to buy a cactus, so that's what I'm gonna do. Knowing my luck though, the next time I break the one block, we're gonna get a cactus. Just watch. Now that all of our old animal pens are cleared out, I want to get to work on cleaning up the center area of our base. And since we did transfer our oak trees to the inner walkway, I think we can finally tear down this old tree farm. After removing all of the trees, I continue to clean up the area by getting rid of our old animal pens and walkways. And my plan is to convert this entire central area into crop farms, so after patching the area back up, I placed down all of my dirt. But sadly, I was only able to fill in half of the area before completely running out of the stuff. No worries though, I still thought it would be a good idea to set up the farms that we can, so I prepared a little bit by grabbing some leaves using shears. I then placed those where I want all of the water sources to go. Speaking of water, I finally combined our 2 water buckets to make an infinite water source. And with that set up, I was able to waterlog all of the leaves we just placed down. To light up the farms, I went with my classic design of polished deep slate walls with lanterns on top of them. The next step was to till all of the dirt, and in the process, I discovered something for the very first time, which is if you till rooted dirt, it gives you hanging roots. Let me know if you knew about this, because I had no idea until now. Hanging root distraction aside, I filled the entire area with wheat seeds, and I also planted the 1 carrot that I had so we can start getting a supply of those too. But with our farm done for the time being, I finally got started on the ocean floor phase. This one was pretty tame, except for a couple of elder guardians that spawned. I was able to knock them off of our platform though, so they weren't really much of an issue. Check this out though, we just got the heart chest, so that means we reached the end of this phase. And let's see what this bad boy has for us. 3 more water sources, all that time we were stressing about it, and we got a bunch of water now. And on top of that, a trident, a bunch of these pottery shards, a golden apple, some armor trims. Okay, this is a pretty sweet one. And instead of bringing everything to our storage room directly, I did throw everything into these double chests just so that we could see exactly what we got from this phase. But with that, let's break this chest, wait for the countdown, and we can see what the next phase is gonna be. Oh yeah, and while that's counting down, I should mention we also got a couple of turtles from this phase, which is pretty fun. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with these guys yet though. The countdown's gonna finish right as the sun is setting. This is kind of majestic. Let's see what we get. You reached Phase 7, Red Desert. The desert is a hostile place of heat, dust, and death. Definitely don't like the sound of death in a hardcore world, but I'm really trying to make it to Phase 10, which I think unlocks the nether, so let's keep grinding away. No way, we just got our first villager and this guy's name is Gene. What is up, dude? You know what, Gene? It'd be super helpful if you could just get into this boat. Can you please get into the boat, please? There we go. Thank you, Gene. Let's be smart and bring this guy pretty far away from the center just so that hopefully nothing happens to him. I think we're far enough away from the center, so Gene, just stay here, alright? As for us, let's stay busy and keep breaking the 1 block. Just got our first chest of this phase, and okay, a couple of emeralds. That is actually pretty helpful. Get out of here, pillagers. Leave me alone, please. Dude, no way I'm about to die to a pillager. Please, get out of here. Die. There we go. If I died to a couple of pillagers, I would never hear the end of it. Just got a couple of super cute armadillos. I'm just gonna let these guys wander around. Surely they don't fall off the edge of the platform, right? Yo, Henry, what is up, dude? Henry. Can you get into this boat, though? I don't really trust you. Okay, there we go. Henry, meet Gene. Gene, meet Henry. Another chest. What's in here? Some leather and... oh, our first tall grass. Nice. And how did I miss this? Our first potato, too. Oh my goodness. Help me out, dogs. Please help me out. Get off my dog! There we go. Thank you for the help, Mr. Doggo. I just ran out of food. Let's see if we have any in this chest. We have a bunch of steak here that we can cook up. And you know what? 6 should be good for now. Maybe I'll grab 7. Alrighty, back to work though. Oh, what are these? No. I do not like those guys. Dogs, help me, please. Please help me, dogs. Okay. Get him, dogs. Get him. Yes, get him. Dude, I'm at a heart and a half. No way. Dogs, please get him. Dogs, I'm serious. He's right behind me. Oh yeah, I have a bow. Oh man, this 1 block is stressing me out. Oh, no way, our first sugarcane. That is huge. We also got a squid spawn egg plus a vex spawn egg. That is super cool. Joe, the wandering trader, just showed up. I have the perfect joke for this one. Get ready for this. Get ready for this. Joe mama. Okay, seriously, what does this guy have? Not much, to be honest with you. I think I'm just gonna let this guy chill. We have so many just like random mobs wandering around now, though. It's getting kind of chaotic over here. More dogs? I have some bones on me. Can I be your friend? Yes, let's go. And there's another one over here. Don't jump. It's not worth it. Come on, we can be friends. I need more bones. He's still not being my friend. I got more bones for you. Come on, we can be friends. Please be my friend. Please. Yes, last bone. Let's go. We have so many dog friends now. This is awesome. Gotta keep grinding though. It's already day 87. There's still so much I want to do. No way, donkeys too. This place is seriously just turning into a zoo. This is getting kind of nuts. A camel too? Dude, I cannot keep up with all these animals. What is going on right now? Oh, dude. No, they killed my wolf. No, another wolf died. No shot. No way you did that to my wolf. Get out of here. Another camel. Oh my goodness. Nova, welcome to our base. Can you get into the boat, please? Please get into a boat. Get in? There we go. If you guard our chest over here, I will pay you 1 emerald a day, alright? These spawn eggs are so cool. This time we got a donkey one and a witch one. Rip, there goes our pickaxe. Good thing is we've got quite a few more diamonds, and I think I have more in here too, right? I have 17 more diamonds here too. Nice. Since we have so many, I am gonna make a pickaxe, but I'm also gonna make some diamond armor. So let's get a chest plate, we'll get some leggings, we'll do some boots, and you know what? I have them, so let's do a helmet too. Just like that, we've got full diamond armor with 2 diamonds left over. Not too bad at all. Straight up though, we almost did die earlier, so hopefully this is gonna help with that. Oh man, right as I say that, we get 2 more of these scary guys? No way. Let's be smart and use our bow. No way, this guy killed our villager? Are you serious? I'll avenge you. Ooh, an emerald. Good thing we had that diamond armor. I think that actually helped us. Just got ourselves another chest, and ooh, some slime balls. Very nice. Monster party. Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of these guys. I'm scared. Please don't hurt me. Okay, I think we're good. No, we're not done. There's another one of these scary guys. Get in the boat. What? I really thought that was gonna work. That's fine, let's just use our bow again. We already got some from a wandering trader earlier, but just got a bit more cactus. Can this camel go anywhere else? Why does he have to sit right on the 1 block? Are you serious? That's it, get up, get moving on. Another wandering trader, Jack this time. Sadly though, nothing too exciting. Oh no, I just broke the final chest on accident. I was not paying attention. Well, I think this is some of the stuff that was inside of that final chest. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. But here we go, we reached Phase 8 Jungle Dungeon. Hidden by ancient trees and covered in vines lies a dungeon. Sounds like it's gonna be a fun phase, but in that last one we did unlock sugarcane, so I want to set up a farm for it. Getting right into it, I first built a brand new platform out of oak slabs. In the center, I added leaves and sand, and just like our farm from before, I waterlogged all of the leaves. And then the very last thing to do is just place down our one singular piece of sugarcane. I'll eventually try to get this whole thing filled in, but for now, at least we're making some good progress towards getting an enchanting table. And with our sugarcane farm fully set up, I took a second to check in on our sheep. Of course, there just had to be a pillager patrol in their pen, but after taking those guys out, I made some red dye using beetroots and then dyed some of the sheep red. I want to add some carpets to our base later, so it's probably a good idea to stockpile some wool. Anyway, with that taken care of, I prepared to take on the next phase by grabbing some golden apples, making a diamond sword, as well as a new shield. But with that taken care of, I started mining the 1 block again. Since this is the jungle dungeon phase, a couple of parrots spawned, so I couldn't help but tame them. Kinda feeling like a pirate with this one on my shoulder. We also got a bunch of the trial chamber stuff during this phase, so lots of different copper blocks, as well as the actual spawners and vaults that come with them. This led to me having to fight off quite a few mobs, but at least we got some awesome loot like an enchanted golden apple. After grinding out the rest of this phase, we got yet another benevolent chest where we got a bunch of armor trims and got our very first bamboo. The countdown for the next phase was pretty long, so I killed some time by checking in on our sheep again and collecting as much red wool as I could. Phase 9 was then revealed, and this one is called Pale Swamp. Dark waters and ghostly air fill this colorless haunted swamp. Before getting started on this one though, I took a couple of minutes to get our newly obtained items sorted into our storage house. And I also tried to make our base a little bit safer by dotting some lanterns around. Most of our base is made out of slabs, which mobs can't spawn on though, so I didn't really have to add too many of them. We also recently obtained both cactus and bamboo, so I built a brand new platform and then created a simple farm for both of them. We are very quickly running out of time, so I locked in and got started on the Pale Swamp phase. And as you could probably guess from the name, we got all of the different items that you can find in both the regular and mangrove swamps, plus everything from the Pale Garden. And since we're running super low on time before hitting 100 days, I grinded all through the day and night, but finally the benevolent chest showed up, marking the end of this phase. I took the countdown as my cue to do our chores again, so I expanded the sugarcane farm yet again and got more red wool from our sheep. And finally, Phase 10, the Nether, was revealed. A hell-like dimension invades and spreads chaos. As expected, this phase started off with all of the common nether blocks, but after those we got some ancient debris and our very first obsidian. It definitely wasn't all good though. I had to deal with some pretty annoying mobs like magma cubes, blazes, and even ghasts. It was well worth it though, because the final chest had a lava bucket, wither skull, netherite ingot, upgrade template, and a bunch of other useful stuff. It's pretty much a built-in habit at this point, so while the countdown ticked away, I did our chores once again. After that, Phase 11, Cherry Fields, was announced. And the description for this one says amazing, now I can feel better. But since we got a lava bucket from the nether phase, I thought it'd be a good idea to make a lava farm so we can get as much of the stuff as we want. With that in mind, I locked in for a few minutes and crafted up all of the different items we were going to need. Just like that, we have all of the materials, so let's build this bad boy up. I started off by creating a unique looking platform out of a lot of different stone blocks, and then in the center, I switched it up by using granite, terracotta, and deep slate. With the platform in place, I built a small lava farm and then also added a couple of furnaces. The farm is looking pretty good, there's just one final thing to do and that's add the actual lava. Looks kinda crazy with these copper bars, but we should be safe. The good thing about this platform though is that we still have a lot of space, so we can easily add more furnaces and expand our lava farm too. I cannot believe it is already day 98, there's still a few things that I want to get done. First of which is a tower that I want to put an enchanting table inside of, and since we have absolutely no time to waste, let's build this thing up. And considering we really didn't have a whole lot of time, I just went for a super simple block palette of stone bricks, cobblestone, and tuff sitting on top of a dark oak platform. Our enchanting tower is looking pretty sweet now if I do say so myself, but it's missing something kind of important, and that's the actual enchanting table and bookshelves. So first things first, let's do a big harvest of all of our sugarcane. And then the other material we need is of course a bunch of leather, so sorry cows, but it's for the greater good. I'm also gonna have to take out some of these mushrooms too, just to ensure we have enough leather. I got 35 leather from the cows. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be enough though, but I do have, I have 19 more right here. What else? We're also going to need a couple of diamonds. We're also going to need a ton of wood, but I have a bunch of spruce logs in here. That should hopefully be everything that we need though, so let's first turn the sugarcane into a bunch of paper, and then using that we can make a bunch of books. Wait a minute, 34 books? That is not enough. Oh no way, in here I have 9 more books, okay that is actually clutch, and then I also have 9 more paper. If I use this paper, we should be able to make 3 more books, and I think that gets us just enough, right? Yeah, 46 books. Okay, I think that's the perfect amount. Anyway, let's go ahead and make our enchanting table. and then let's turn a bunch of these logs into planks, and then we can make all of our bookshelves. And you know what, while we're here, we might as well make a grindstone and a smithing table. From the one block, we have gotten so many armor trims, so I think it only makes sense for us to add some to our armor. So maybe let's do, we could do one of these coastal ones, we could do a dune trim, and maybe this sentry trim and the wild trim. But with all of this in hand, let's head over to our actual enchanting tower and get to work. Maybe let's just begin with our bookshelves, so let's do a row at the very back here, and then we can go maybe just another row on this side and the same thing over here, and then let's just keep it simple and do one in the corner and one in this corner too. And then on this back wall, let's do a smithing table, our grindstone, and a chest. Last but not least, we can of course place down our enchanting table. And we have 47 levels, so we can honestly enchant quite a bit of stuff. Let's see, what could we get on our helmet? Aqua Infinity, not super useful for this world. Our chest plate, Unbreaking 3. You know what, I'm gonna try this one. Let's see if we can get anything else. Just Unbreaking 3, are you serious? Alright, whatever. Maybe let's try our pickaxe instead. Ooh, Efficiency 4, I will lock that in right now. Ooh, Silk Touch and Unbreaking 3 as well, very nice. We could get Unbreaking 3 on our axe. You know what, I'm gonna lock that in. Anything else? Okay, Efficiency 4 too, nice. Check this one out, we can get Looting 2 on our sword. You know what, I'm locking that in. And it also has Smite 4 and Unbreaking 3. You know what, I'll take it. We still have 35 levels, so let's see, we could do, okay, let's do this, our leggings, Protection 4, and Unbreaking 3. And for our very last one, let's try this Protection 4 on our boots, and Unbreaking 3 as well. Okay, not bad. We're not done yet though, as we have some armor trims. Let's maybe do this dune one on our helmet, and for all of these, I want to try using some amethyst. Looking at the display, that looks pretty sweet, so let's lock that in. Let's do our chest plate next, maybe try this coast one. What does that look like? You know what, that actually looks cool, I'm gonna just lock that in too. Next up is our leggings. Let's see, what does the wild one look like? Not bad. Let's see what this sentry one looks like. I think I like that one more. Yeah, let's do this one. And that just leaves our boots, so on this one we'll do the wild armor trim. Holy, we're actually looking kinda dripped out now. I like these armor trims. It is already day 99 though, so let's lock in and get to our next project, which is going to be a nether portal right in this spot. I just made use of a lot of our different wood types, those being dark oak, regular oak, and spruce, and then for the actual shape, I just created like a bit of a pointed almost roof at the top to make the whole thing look fancy. Speaking of fancy, I used pretty much all of our gold to add this highlight at the very top, but I think it looks pretty cool. There was just one more thing I wanted to add though, and that's a couple of campfires. But with that, all that's left to do is light this bad boy up. And thank goodness the nether is actually normal, but you know what, I want to hunt down some gravel as fast as possible. I want to use it to make more dirt, and then we can finally finish up the crop farms at the center of our base. And look at that, I just spotted some. Oh, you know what though, I just spotted more over here. I think this stuff is going to be a little bit easier to gather, so let's get this stuff instead. And truthfully, there's a lot down here, this might be all that we need. I guess that was only a little over a stack, maybe I'll try to get like 4 stacks and then we can get out of here. No worries though, there's actually quite a few of these patches around. And just like that, we got over 4.5 stacks of gravel, so let's get out of here. And as I mentioned, I want to use this gravel to make more dirt, so let's grab our actual dirt that we already do have, and then we can just combine the two to double our dirt supply. And honestly, that's a lot of dirt, so let's just go ahead and make ourselves a couple of hoes, and then we can finish up our crop fields. And there's not really a whole lot to say about these, I just went for the exact same design that we used earlier, but it's a really nice feeling to have the whole thing filled in now. Our farms are looking absolutely awesome, but there's just one more thing I want to add to this area, and that's some of our red carpets, so let's finally use this wool that we've been gathering to make some of those. And then I'm just going to simply dot these going all the way around the circle. It is pretty subtle, but that makes such a cool border going around our farms. And we still have a few extra, so let's dot some around the one block itself. But with that, I think it's only right that we take a look at everything that we built during these 100 days with some shaders on. So of course, right here in the center, we have all of our farms, and then we also have all of these dogs, which were really helping me out in some of those final phases. And I've also been storing some of our other animals here, like our panda and our parrot, just because I don't really have permanent spots for them yet. And then the only other thing we really have in this area is our oak tree farm, going all the way around the outer edge of the circle. I also just noticed something, we have a hanging horse over here, but you know what, we do not have time to deal with this guy. Yeah, sorry dude, you're just gonna have to chill there for now. Moving right along, we can take this staircase up to the outer ring, and on this side we have our animal pens. Right past our animal pens, we have our sugarcane farm, and I was just barely able to get this whole thing filled in. And then right next to our sugarcane farm, we have one of our most useful buildings, which was our storage house. The one block gives you so many different items, so being able to neatly store everything was essential. Anyway, right next to our storage house is our smelting area, so we have our lava farm here and a couple of furnaces. I wish I was able to get this thing a little bit more filled out, but we just kind of ran out of time. Right next to that though, we have our enchanting tower, and considering how few blocks we used to build this thing, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Aw man, we're already running out of sunlight, but next to that we have our bamboo and cactus farms. You know, they're pretty simple, but definitely nice to have. Next to that though is one of my favorite builds, which is of course our nether portal. And this thing looks especially cool with the shaders on. This looks epic. And the very last thing is our spruce and dark oak tree farm, and now that I'm looking at this, we definitely should have added some lights to it, but you know what, that's fine. Before anything scary starts spawning though, let's take a sleep, and with that, we've officially survived all 100 days. As always, if you want to explore this world for yourself, you can get the world download on my Patreon or by joining as a member right here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, happy building, and I'll see all of you in the next video.